Thanks again for joining us. Minnesota's legislative session has finally wrapped up. Lawmakers approved a flurry of bills late Monday and early Tuesday that are on their way to the governor's desk. Kevin Miller has more about one of those bills and what it means locally.
Emily, the legislature passed a $700 million bonding bill. Included in that bill was an important request from Maple Grove to free up some cash for its community center.
It was in, and then it was out, and then it was in, and the special session yesterday really buttoned up the bill that is in front of the governor now. We do feel comfortable, hopeful at least, that the governor will sign.
The city plans to move much of the active programming at the community center to the Longtime side of the building, which it's acquiring in a land deal. Maple Grove was originally awarded $6 million to design the community center expansion back in 2023. Design work for that project is starting to wrap up soon, and the city expects to have more than $1 million left over from that original $6 million meant for design work. The new bill would allow the city to spend that extra money on construction, which could top $60 million.
I mean, $1 million is a lot of money. In a project like this, it's a small percentage, but all of that stuff matters.
Current construction work at the community center is adding a new sheet of ice and expanding the parking lot. That should wrap up by mid-October. Emily?
Thanks, Kevin. Meanwhile, the transportation bill included funding for a much-needed fix that impacts drivers traveling between Maple Grove and Brooklyn Park. The bill contains $9.5 million for a new bridge over Highway 169 from Elm Creek Boulevard to Brooklyn Boulevard. You'll recall last year, a dump truck hauling a backhoe smashed into a bridge support, knocking out chunks of concrete. One westbound lane has been closed ever since. More than 17,000 drivers travel over the bridge daily. To get the budget deal through, the Minnesota House and Senate passed a bill to repeal state health care for undocumented immigrant adults, which Republicans had pushed for. DFL House Caucus Leader Melissa Hortman of Brooklyn Park voted for the bill, saying, quote, "A true compromise means no one gets everything they want, and this agreement reflects that reality." Meanwhile, legislation authored by Senator Ann Rest of New Hope will establish a new restitution fund for fraud victims. It was included in the final tax bill. The bill requires 50% of money from fraud settlements to be placed into the new fund instead of the state's general fund. A Golden Valley strip mall that was first built in 1953 will soon get a fresh look. Earlier this month, Pastor Properties purchased the Golden Valley Shopping Center along Highway 55 for $17.5 million. As Delane Cleveland reports, city leaders and longtime tenants say they're excited for what lies ahead.
This property is crucial to the success of Golden Valley's town center.
For more than 70 years, the Golden Valley Shopping Center has served as a hub where people could dine and shop.
We've been in this mall since '86.
The popular record store down in the valley is one of the anchor tenants.
This is our home base. We do have other locations and have over the years, but Golden Valley is really our home.
That said, General Manager Scott Farrell admits their home base is in need of a little TLC.
Let's make this a more inviting place, a more exciting place, and which I think it deserves.
Soon he'll get his wish. Minneapolis-based developer Pastor Properties purchased the shopping center, and city leaders say they have plans to renovate and revitalize the aging strip mall with exterior upgrades, new landscaping, and parking lot improvements.
It's really exciting to see Pastor Properties ready to reinvest in such an important property in our town center.
With a new apartment complex under construction next to the strip mall and a new public safety building on the horizon, big changes are on the way for the city's downtown.
Yes, it's a very exciting time to work in Golden Valley. Our town center is going to be so much different in a number of years in all the great ways. So we're really excited about Pastor being part of our team here.
Back at Down in the Valley,
it's always good to freshen things up, right? And I think that's what this will do.
Farrell says the new owners have sought their input and shared ideas of what's to come, helping to ensure that Down in the Valley will stay in Golden Valley.
One of the things that's always been a worry is that some developer would grab this property and maybe just level it and we wouldn't have a home anymore. But I can't see us being anywhere but in the city of Golden Valley.
In Golden Valley, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
City leaders expect some of the renovation work to begin later this summer and go into the fall. A vacant space in Brooklyn Center will soon get new life. A business called Oh Pretty Events and Rentals will move into space at Humboldt Shopping Center between House of Hooey's restaurant and Scoreboard Pizza. The business caters to weddings, corporate events, and other celebrations. The space was previously occupied by Value Foods African Market, which moved to a larger space nearby. The City Council unanimously approved a permit for the new business, which should help address what some describe as a shortage of event spaces in the area. In New Hope, the City Council honored longtime City Council member Andy Hoff, who recently passed away. The City Council held a moment of silence at Tuesday's meeting for Hoff, who served on the council for 20 years. The council also declared a vacancy for the seat and will begin taking candidate applications soon. The council must appoint a new member, since Hoff has more than 2 years left on his term. Golden Valley Rotarians honored its members and community at its annual awards luncheon on Tuesday. Among the winners is Citizen of the Year, Dean Penk. Penk was given the honor for his work with the Golden Valley Community Foundation. The foundation is a nonprofit public charity, and Penk is the foundation's board chair. Former Golden Valley Mayor Shep praised Penk and his foundation for the extensive work in the community. Penk says he's incredibly honored.
Part of what we're trying to do is make this a better place to live in. Part of what we're trying to do is leave it better than we found it. Part of it is we live here. Why not make it the best place for people to live?
Penk said he's proud of the foundation's investments to help the community grow long term. That includes the Pride Festival, which brought in more than 7,000 people this past weekend.